What's up, everyone? It's your girl Rossie, and I am back with another awesome show. You guys know I only bring you the best artists in Sacramento, out of the state of California. Shout out to BK the Don in Atlanta. Shout out to Grandview in Southern Cali. Shout out to Yums Awkward, Philly Auto. What's up? Thank you so much, YNG4L. Thank you guys for giving me love. Ayla V, Kayla AK. What's up? You guys know I've been teasing this young man for some time. Payday916, we finally got it together. You know I had to have him here. And so you guys, let's get the music started and let's finally talk to Payday, you guys.
Let's get it.
All right, everyone. What's up, Payday?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are
That
you feeling?
I'm doing really good. I'm so happy to have you here. This has been in the works for some months. I had, a few months ago, had some family things I had to deal with, so we had to push it back. And finally, I was
Yeah,
like, I hit up Payday the other day, like, we gonna do this? He's like, yes, absolutely excited. I'm excited. Um,
yeah,
if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably know one song I play a lot is the song Pressure. That's by Payday916. His discography is crazy. I mean, he's been in this game for a very long time. I mean, you go to his YouTube channel, you guys, everything will be in the description of the video. You'll be able to link up with him and you'll be able to discover his music. Like I discovered his music and it's dope as hell. All right. And he's, like I said, he's been doing this for some time. So Sacramento, you grew up in Sacramento. Tell us a little bit about, did you grow up in Sacramento?
yeah. Yeah, I grew up out here in well, I came from Fairfield. And
Okay.
then out here like elementary, middle school, and then high school. So I claimed Sac. So yeah, basically that's what that is. So out here in Sac, I went to let's see, David Reese for elementary.
Okay.
Uh, Middle school was Rudder, and
Okay.
then high school was Florin High.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've been in the backstage and I've been just like geeking out over him, like just can't wait to talk to him. So
Yeah,
you guys, his discography, let me just read a little bit to give you guys, we have Only Makes Sense. That's a 2023, you guys, dope song. I want to talk about his newest album. I'll let him talk about that, but just a little bit. Energy Over Envy, 2022, guys. Dope. Payment Affiliation, all right? 7-Eleven
yeah.
off of the Monopoly album, right?
Yeah,
The
7-Eleven was the first one. It was just the 7-Eleven,
okay,
and then
okay,
7-Eleven 2, I think it was. But
okay.
nobody really knows the 7-Eleven is just my birthday.
Oh,
So
really? Okay,
and I
okay,
and
really?
everybody knows me as gambling and everything. So
Okay, okay.
every day, that's how I really got the names of gambling and all that.
Okay, okay, I like
Yeah,
that. Dice in my hand. Of course, we just talked about 7-Eleven, you guys.
yeah.
So much more, you guys. So much more. Hit up his YouTube channel. So much more. What made you want to be a rapper? Like, what age? I want to start with that. Let's get the basics out the way.
I'm gonna say probably like a
Okay.
14.
Damn.
14. Yeah, 14. Because those one like what was the hyphy best,
Okay.
the
Yep.
Mac J, all that going on. That's what made me want to do it. I was just like, you know what? And I always would cut my hair. So I told myself, I was like, man, I'm gonna grow dreads, do something different.
Right.
And then so I grew my dreads. But what made me want to do the music, my cousins they would be freestyling.
Okay.
And I was just like, yeah, how they just be just freestyle? What they be freestyling about? But they be freestyling some dope stuff. And I was just like, that sounds pretty cool. And then Philly asked me one time, Philiato, I should say, he was like, the same question you asked me, what you want to do music? Long time ago, I said, I want the money.
Okay.
But the guy was just like, yeah, no, it's just about the passion. Like, I don't really care about the money. It's just, I want to have some art left over if I was here to leave this earth, you know what I mean? I want to leave something. And I got a little sister, so I want to leave her something, a little legacy, trying to build her, have a little empire or whatever. That's
Right.
all I be doing. But that's what made me want to do music. It just made me tune into the real life. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And a lot of people ain't microdosed or took shrooms or acid. I'm keeping it real with you. It's an eye opener. It's an eye opener. Not bad, but it's an eye opener, and it just made me go even harder on the music. That's why my lyrics is just like it's crazy. Like what I'm writing now. Like before, I was always talking about white tee, black jeans, Nikes, on my Forsters, and all that. And I was just like, okay, that's cool, but I want something like feeling and get you into the mood. But yeah, that's what made me want to do the music. I like
Who
the
were
vibe.
like the vibe? Who were
Hmm.
you as a kid? Like what type of kid were you? Were you quiet? Were you an outgoing kid? Like were you funny? What type of kid were
Right.
you?
Quiet, but I was learning at the same time, and everybody knew me as funny, and I was just always helping the family with whatever we got to do. The yard, clean the bathroom, help out, go to walk to the store, get grandma some groceries, or just that type of kid. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't no bad kid or anything. I scared from that. Like
Okay.
something like as I was growing up, I'm telling you, a cop told me one time that I was a saint. And I was like, what the heck? Because they thought I was doing some little deal in front of California Checkhouse. And I was like, man, I'm just here to cash my check. I was like, well, you're a saint. And I was just like, I don't know what that supposed to mean, but hey, that's the type of, I guess that's what I am. That's the type.
Did you were you like did you grow up in a musically talented family though? Like did you have
Yes,
other Okay. Okay.
yes. I don't know if you ever heard of Charmaine. She was supposed to get signed by E40 a long time ago.
Really?
And she could sing. Her name was Charmaine. Well, it's Charmaine Grandison, or it's
Okay.
Charmaine Grandison. Um, she was a nice singer, but my auntie, she always had like karaoke nights, and
Oh,
we had
nice.
get-togethers, we had barbecues, and then at the end they'd just do like karaoke. They had the mics. It was just cool. Like I always liked that. And then I grew up basically with YG for L. He was like 14, 15 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, so I was older, you know what I mean? So I put
Okay.
him in songs like the older generation
Okay.
basically bringing them in, and I'm
Okay.
learning about the new generation. So it was just it's crazy,
Yeah,
but yeah,
because I noticed that you're affiliato. You guys, Mello's a little younger though. Mello's really young
man,
though.
younger,
Mello's
yeah,
really young, so I won't say
yeah,
Mello, but YNG Pharrell affiliato. All y'all kind of grew up in the same area. Y'all all knew each other. Y'all
yeah.
did music together.
A lot of music. It's not even. There's so much music that's not even that we can't even get anymore because the computers crashed and all that. And then, I mean, if you ever heard of Reverb Nation, we got
No,
old songs on there. Like, I'm
really.
saying, yeah, I'm saying, like, we worked with, let's see, we worked with a lot of artists, and I brought up Young, so yeah, YG4L. We had
Wow.
a little label too, like, before I got on BSC, it
Mm-hmm.
was, Fucks With It Tough ENT.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I like that. I absolutely like that. Did you get involved with other things in school? Like, were you one of those kids that was acting? Like, were you just one of those talented kids that just wanted to create? Was
I'm the
that you?
opposite. I'm the opposite. I was
Really?
hustling. I was gambling.
Okay,
And I was just thinking, well, I mean, I took a little mechanic class when I was in high school. But that's
okay.
about it. But I didn't get into the sports. I should have did sports as tall as I am. I ain't gonna lie.
Right,
But
right.
my seeing my cousins play football in Fairfield High, that terrified me. I was like, this is junior what was the football the smallest one like from not juniors but something
Varsity?
varsity I think it
Okay,
was
okay.
that they hit somebody and the helmet came off. Somebody sprained
Oh,
their leg. I was like, yeah, mom, I ain't doing that.
like I'm not doing that. That's not happening. Are you? Do you
No,
have a big family?
yeah, I got seven because a lot of people passed away. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
Yeah.
But right now it's just me, my mom, and my little sister, and my dad. He in Texas, and I got my stepdad. So yeah, it's a little. I got family spread out though, but
Okay.
they log in with me on Instagram. They know it's love.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I have family, gosh, all over. I mean, Southern California,
Yeah,
up in Merced. That's where I grew up at. I lived in Merced until I was like, gosh, 13 years old. And from there, we lived up in the Northwest, Washington and in Oregon. And so that's where we laid our roots at. I've been in Sacramento for
yeah.
10 years. What do you like most about Sacramento? What do you love about Sacramento?
I like how it's changing. I'm
Okay.
not gonna
Yes.
lie. If you would have seen a long time ago, if you seen me on the news, I was on a
Yeah.
hoverboard and I was working at the Holiday Inn Express on downtown.
Okay.
And a news person was like, "So, what do you think was going to happen? How do you feel about downtown being a sack?" And I told him, I said, "Well, to be honest, I said it's going to change, and look what it's doing. It's changing." I was like, before the Go to One Center,
Yep.
before that even came here, I said it's going to be big. I said they're going to have, they're trying to make it like Vegas. If you
Right.
really look at it, they got the billboards and all that. I was like,
Yep.
you're gonna see more neon lights and more fast food, not fast food, but like more delicate restaurants you can eat
Right.
at. So
Right.
you're gonna start hearing more about it. That's what I seen in tech. So that's what I really like about it.
When I came here in 2012, it was like businesses were closed. I mean, especially we were on Florida a lot. We hung out on Florida a lot, and it was just like
Yeah.
old barbecue places that weren't there anymore. It was just empty. Coming downtown, I mean, you just had Old Sac to where we would hang. You'd be in Old Sac and go to Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah.
I never imagined it to be what it is today. I mean, we have the Doco area. How dope is that? The
Exactly.
the arena, the
The
Golden One
arena,
Center. We have a freaking the baseball team now.
a
The
baseball, we
Sacramento
got a
A's.
soccer
I
team,
mean,
we got a soccer team too.
yeah, and we get in the soccer team. Like it is booming. Sacramento is where it's at. But the
Yeah.
artistic community, what do you think about the artistic community, the musical community? What do you think about that? Are you
It's
involved?
growing. It's
There you
growing.
go.
Like
Yes.
everybody's adapting, everybody's adapting now. Like they're coming
Yes.
off the woodworks. Like
Yes.
it's going up. Like I be going like the Harlows, the opening acts and all that. Like
Yeah.
these names that you hear and here, they got crowds that they can sell out that you wouldn't even
Yes.
think. Like there's an
Yes.
artist named Bexo. YNG4L put me on Bexo.
Okay.
I didn't know none of his songs, but I'm telling you, by the time I left that club, I looked up the songs. I like Simple. I like all those songs.
Yes, I'm with you. There is
Yeah,
so much talent in Sacramento.
so
Music
much.
talent. I mean, there's actors. I mean, they're making movies up here. You don't even have to go to LA or Hollywood to break it anymore. You don't have to
Nope.
do that. Just to know how many artists. I mean, after I had Yums Awkward on, and then you hear about YNG4L and Affiliato, and then there's this person and that person. There's a lot of people here that does so much music, and like you said, they're selling out. They're like,
Yeah.
as Affiliato called it, street celebrities, street
It's
platinum.
celebrity.
It's
Yeah.
street platinum. They all went. They're
It's
all street
platinum.
platinum. Really dope. As you have gone street platinum, tell me about your first single, your first EP that you released that was like professional. Like I am
Oh,
Payday 916.
okay. Now, when I just stuck in a dice game, it was a mixtape though. When I
Okay.
get stuck in a dice game, because everybody thought I was gonna be just being dead, and having a gambling problem and all that. So I was like, okay, I'm stuck in the dice game. And then when I got out of that, I was like, okay, it only makes sense. And then start coming, boom, 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 just like that.
How did you feel when your music picked up? and people start following you and they know your music and they like me, like me talking to you about my favorite song. How does that make you feel when you hear that? And we'll talk about how you go into creating and everything, but hearing your fans say, I love this song, or I love this album, or we know the lyrics to your music, how does that make you feel?
Hey, I love it. I love it. It makes me feel like my work is being appreciated and I'm still in the right direction. But
Right,
before I used to, like, when I first had like a show, nobody really came, but like, that's like almost all shows, you know what I mean? But this
right,
is at the boardwalk. The DJ told me himself, I had like probably 3 or 4 people with me. But there was like probably like 10 or 12 people in the crowd. But the DJ told me, he was like, look, he said, you mixed that? And I mixed it. Before, like when I could mix, that was cool. But now I can't mix like that. So, but for that, what I'm saying is I went to the boardwalk and I did a show.
wow,
I got love
wow.
from everybody that was there. They were like, wow, they was like, you got type of music like this, and it just made me like, okay, yep, this is it. Let's keep pushing it. And I met the jacket. I told him, he was like, I said, I feel like I was like, yeah, I can't believe this is happening. I'm with the jacket. He took us out to eat and all that. It's a lot of story I can tell you. You know what I mean? Keep going. But other than that, it's just like, it's so much appreciated. And I do music almost, I'm not gonna lie to you, Miss Rossie, I do music almost every single day.
Really?
Yeah, I go to work, get off work. I'm thinking of music while I'm at work. I'm on break. I'm writing. I'm
Okay.
doing it. I'm trying to figure it out. I had to do my research on you. I was like, oh well, she does acting and she does podcasts. But what kind of podcast? So it's like versatile type of podcast. I was like, okay. But other than
Awesome.
that, yeah.
So, okay, just tell me and the audience a little bit about your music. What can we get from your music? What can we expect from your music? Are we hyphy? Are we? I mean, I know it, but let them
Uh-huh.
know what they can
You
expect
can
from
get
Payday.
you can get education. You can get a vibe. You can get a soulmate. You can get. I'm telling you, you can get a lot. It's the energy in my phone. Basically, you can get the energy. Once you feel the energy, you're like, oh, wow, okay, I'm on that type of time. That's what they
So,
can get.
when it comes to the community, what role does your music play in the community?
It's out of it
Okay.
because I brand like. I mean, it's still for the culture and all that in the community, but I feel like a lot of people now they're listening to the UK music.
Okay.
I'm in Sacramento. I've been listening to the
Right.
UK music for about 4, 5, 6 years now. I knew about Central C. I knew about DV Rock, all that. Like
Right.
that's why I said my music, like it's different. I'm out of
Def-
that situation.
definitely.
'Cause I like to branch out.
I agree with you on that. Have you ever explored music outside of what you normally do? Because you have like Yums was talking about, doing more rocky type of, adding more,
Yeah. I
like
thought
something.
about switching it up like a sorry to cut you off. I was thinking about I was trying to do something like an EDM.
Okay. Okay.
81. And
Okay.
then everybody's doing country right now, so I don't
Yeah.
want to be up into the country. I'm like, there's Shabuzi and the other dude, they're doing their thing. What's his name? Fat Plug, something. I don't know. No offense, but they're doing their thing with the country
Right.
song.
Right. Right. Let's see. There's another question I wanted to ask you really quick, really quick, really quick. I'm sorry I have so much. You guys know how I
Don't
am.
worry about it.
I'd be going through my thing. I already asked you that. Just a second. Yeah, this is what I want to ask you. And it does help us, but the way that music has changed, the industry has changed. You don't have like your celebrities anymore. Anybody can be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not like that. With the internet, what are the positives and the negatives how do you feel about the industry, everything online, basically,
That
iTunes?
that right there is not
Guys,
an eye. It's an eye opener. So
yes,
it's gonna have people on their queues. Before, okay, last year what was they were saying Instagram was more depressing. Now it's like it's it's crazy on the internet. I'm not gonna lie, but you can't let that dictate your music and your passion and your craft, what you
right,
got going on. And I
right.
don't let that happen. That's why I post so much funny stuff in the stories. That's
What
what
about
insecure somebody else.
what about like when you started your music, did you want to stay independent or did you want to sign to like a big label? Do you how do you feel about that now? Because you don't have to do that, but
No, you don't
do
have to
you
do
yearn
that.
for that?
I did a while back. I wanted to get signed. I wanted to get signed by the Jacker, but he had
Okay.
passed away. And then I had wanted to get signed by Dolph,
Okay.
just to
Oh
do a
yeah.
song, like work with them. You know what I mean? But they passed away, so it's
Right.
like, man. But for Black Sky Entertainment with YNG for, I mean not YNG for Affiliato Jervis, um, I feel like we can make that turn into something because once you have clothes, the logo,
Right.
brand, like you can make your own mainstream. You don't got to get signed. But before I did want to get signed, but now I just want to. I would really want to have fun because I don't want to be controlled.
Right. Right.
And
No,
especially,
I'm with you. Don't you find it eye opening the things that we're finding out about just people in the industry, rap artists in the industry? You know what I mean? It's kind of it's disappointing because I'm a fan of a lot of these people, just a fan
yeah,
of all of you guys, but a lot of the your mainstream artists, and then you find out that
they don't write.
they're
They don't
yeah,
write their music. They
yes,
pay somebody to write their music, and I love this freaking song.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
It
you didn't write
hurts.
the
It
song.
hurts. It hurts.
It
Let's
hurts,
talk about old school though. What old school artist influenced you that you listened to?
man. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
I'm gonna still say Jamie Foxx and all them because
okay.
they still old school.
Right.
Um, Tyrese, freaking
Y-
TQ. Everybody forget about
yes.
TQ.
Yes.
Hey, and if you ever tap in with Henry Holyfield and do a podcast with him, he actually has a video with TQ.
Does he really? He's
Yeah,
still. And he's another one. I've honestly, it's happening. He's gonna. I want to have him on the show. That invite's
yeah.
happening. His music is dope, and he's yeah. So that's already in the works. I follow him. He's really good, but I didn't know that he worked with TQ.
He
Um,
worked with a lot of artists and sets for sure too.
and don't you think that it's? Do you feel like what we found out now about what's going on in the world of music, the whole Diddy thing that I think we
Hmm.
all kind of knew about the whole Diddy situation. I don't really follow him like that. You know what I mean? He made great
Yeah,
music. Does it hurt you when there's artists like your R. Kelly, Diddy's, the people that really had all and has a sound
yeah.
generation?
It's
Do you
messed
have
up
that hurt?
because it's messed up because R. Kelly especially, it's like, man, that that whole situation is like,
Right,
how? Like,
right.
how?
Yes, yes,
How?
yes.
Great music, great person, but then you got
Yeah,
different, y'all don't get it. But people got married to your music.
right, yes. Like,
Anniversaries,
for real,
cookout.
stepping to your music, like, it was yeah, exactly, and it's so hard because the world makes you say you can't enjoy him anymore, you can't listen to his music anymore, and it's
Yeah.
just for me,
I couldn't
I
listen
don't listen to him that much, but I'm sorry.
yeah,
Put that to the side
I
as an
couldn't listen
artist.
to it.
Yeah, as an artist,
No,
I'm
no,
putting on
no.
his music. I'm putting on a 12 play. I'm putting on,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I'm putting that on still because
for
you
real.
have to separate the two. You have to, or else for me, being a huge fan, it was just depressing. I didn't want to admit. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. They lying, no way.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
thought
have
the same
Diddy.
thing.
Come
Everything come out.
on.
That is
You
just
mean I
crazy.
can't listen to 112 no more? You mean to tell me I can't listen to Diddy no, or not Diddy, but Biggs no more because of
Good.
this? Right?
The Diddy and Mace can't listen to that. Like, no.
Can't like come on, come on. So
Well, that's one word I don't like. I don't like the can't. Because it's like, why did they even come up with the word can't if you ain't going to try to do something?
very true. Very
You know
true.
what I'm
Very true. I get that. But with you and your music, let's talk about your latest album. We were talking about Monopoly games. Um,
saying?
let's talk about it. I've listened to it. It's and you guys, you can find Payday 916 music. It's streaming everywhere. iTunes, Good Pods, Amazon,
Apple, Tidal.
Spotify, Apple, everywhere you can find his music. So the songs that I'm talking about, you guys, you link up with Payday, follow him, go buy his music, get his music. It's really, really good. But talk about that album, what it took to make that album. How long does it take you to put a project together?
It doesn't really take that long. It's about putting it out. That's the longest part. Like
Okay.
I said, I record daily,
Right.
every time, but it's about putting it out and having the right mix. And Affiliato, he mixed my songs and he just one of those dope mixes, but he doesn't want to be known as a mixer. He's an artist, so I will give him his flowers on that. And it's his birthday, what, tomorrow, Saturday? Yeah,
Saturday. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
shout
definitely
him
gonna
out.
try to come through after work. I really am. If I don't, happy birthday to you, Affiliato. You are the most talented rapper, one of the most talented rappers that I have met here in Sacramento, and just the artist that he's performed with. Like this guy is a legend here in Sacramento.
Legend.
I've never seen somebody that can just play with words the way that he's able to play with words and go at it. One
The
of my
boy
favorite songs of him
nasty.
is
The boy
Loki.
nasty.
The way he did was dope. Anytime he puts something out, it's like I'm just dumbfounded because
Yeah.
you guys are the ones that I feel should be in that high spotlight. You know what I mean? You'd
Yeah.
appreciate it. I feel like
Yeah, have you ever watched Factory X?
huh?
Have you ever watched Factory X?
Oh yeah, yeah. His podcast, yes, and Sacriat, yes, absolutely. He has so much going on, and the fact that he told me that when he left it for a bit, he had thousands of views,
He's
thousands.
still
I mean,
acting.
it was one of the biggest podcasts, and then he comes back to it and is doing the same thing. So he's doing a lot. He's super talented. But I love
Yeah.
the fact that you all work together. But your album, though, tell me about your album.
That album, it was something different. It was just, this one showed like, okay, you play a Monopoly game, you're on the board, you got all these, like all those rooms that's on the board where you can land, get property and all that, just how to play the game. But that's why I wanted to show. That's why if people go back and listen to 7-Eleven, Stuck in a Dice Game, and all that, it leads to Monopoly Game.
Okay.
So that's what that is. But yeah, my music basically is just, man, I don't even know. I just be writing. I be in the zone. Some type of spirit will come over me, and I'm just like, okay, let's get this. I want this type of feeling music, but I have to find that right beat
Okay.
to fix like to fit how I wanted that music to come out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that project is pretty dope. It's versatile. You can just see how versatile I am on this one. Like
Right.
you'll hear me rapping, and then I harmonize. I'm not a singer. My sister can sing, but,
Okay.
but she's only 14 years old, and she can sing. But
Okay.
yeah, other than that, that's how my that's how that project is. It's a dope project,
Right.
good beat. Um, it didn't take that long to make.
Okay.
It took me probably about to put it all together. It probably took me like Well, to put it all together, it takes a minute. It takes like about a year or a year. I won't drop. I'll drop like constantly, do, and then I
Okay.
won't drop for like a year or two.
Okay.
Then I'm coming back. But now I'm starting to see like you have to be consistent. Really, like
Right.
there's other artists is, like how I'm talking to you right now. Somebody dropping something right now.
But
Like,
like being that you like you said you make music all the time. That's what you do. You go to work, you come home, even at work you're thinking about music. When
yeah.
you are choosing, because I'm curious about this. So when you have all this music, how do you go by choosing, okay, this song, I want this song, I want this song. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Is it a theme that you have that's on that album and you follow that theme?
No, actually, it's Furiato and Javis. Like sometimes, or like some of my boys. Like I'll be playing the songs and I'll be like, which ones y'all think this should go on this album? And then Philly, he'll give me a list. I'll have a list and he'll have a list. And he'll be like, you know what? I think this should be your outro. This should be your intro. But it's all like it's a teamwork thing. So he's telling me one out my ear, going off the other ear. That's
Okay.
how I put it together.
Okay. What's your favorite song off of the album? Monopoly Game.
Monopoly game. What can I say? I'm trying to remember what songs was on there. I got so many songs. If you ask me what's one of my favorite songs, I'll
Your
probably
favorite
say
songs, like a song that you did and you was like, that's the one I really like, your
Pro-
favorite one.
Prolific.
Okay. Okay.
Prolific. And
Okay.
then Look Into My Eyes with me and Jada.
Okay.
If
Okay.
I by my side, I can never be afraid. So
Right.
much money in the world, I'm gonna to the grave. Yeah, that one go crazy.
Let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this because I've been talking about it. You know, it's my favorite song. Tell me about Pressure. How did you come up with that? The song Pressure.
Oh,
Please tell me about
I
that. That song is dope as hell.
I'm at work, right? I'm working at Morton's at the time, and
Okay.
I'm cooking, and then like a lot of tickets pop up, and then people they tripping on the line. They're like, oh, hey, what you doing? What's going on? So I'm like, we got too much pressure on them and stuff like that. So then I find a beat, and then I heard somebody said something, and I was like, "You want the pressure?" And I just started coming up. I was just like, "So they want the pressure. They want to see like if I'm dropping, I'm dropping. Now I'm gonna put some pressure on it. That's what I meant.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
how I came out with that.
That everything, the beats, that everything was just well put together on that song. And you said it takes you have to feel the beats. How long does it take you to find a beat for like just one particular song? How many beats do you go
It
through? Is it a process? I mean,
depends. If I put that tight, I like tight beat is cheating.
okay.
So I'll go like I'll think of an artist that I like, and then
Okay.
I'll put that tight beat.
Okay.
Click on one of them, listen to it for like about 2 minutes. If I'm not feeling that, I click it, go to a different one, find a different beat. And then
Okay.
if I was feeling it, I come right back to it, then I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shows. Do you do a lot of shows? Do you perform at a lot of live shows? What do you think about live shows?
I love the live shows. But
Okay.
I haven't did a show in so long.
Okay.
We did shows with T Grizzly and Jeezy. We did the Jacket show, the Filthy Rich show, Jay Styles show, Hustler show, Ty Dolla $ign show.
Oh,
When
wow.
at the Ace of Spades when they came with Millie J,
Damn.
all
Oh,
those. A lot
okay.
of shows.
Okay.
And I've
Um,
had met people that you wouldn't even think. I have met like Lil Pump before he took off. Remember, now everybody knows Mulatto.
really?
I met Mulatto like 4 years ago. I tried to help her with her luggage while working at Holiday Inn Express.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I seen Cuban Doll,
Really?
Calico.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got free tickets for that J. Cole. I was on the VIP thing, J. Cole next to Young Thug and Sage Gemini.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay. All right. All right. Um, speaking of them, collabs.
yeah.
Okay, I know you collab a lot because I see you and your guys, YNG Pharrell, Affiliato, but like, are there other collabs out there? First of all, do you like collabs? Some people don't care to
I
collab.
like
How do you feel
collabs.
about that though?
I like collabs if you really tuned into my music and you can really like uh, come with that type of energy.
Okay,
And if I see it, I'm gonna reach out automatically. I don't really ask for like collabs like that, but if I feel like a song is dope, I'm like, hey, what do you think? Think we should do something? You know what I mean?
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Other than music, and I know you do music all the time. What do you do just to relax when you're just like, I don't want it? I'm not listening to it today. Do you
Watch
play games?
movies.
What do you do?
I watch
Really?
movies. I watch all. I go like okay. You know how they say there's no time machine.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
basically, if you go back on YouTube and you go in these movie sites and you can watch a movie from 1912 or 1985 or something like
Yeah.
that. That's my time machine.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going back to go watch all the Die Hard. I'm going back to watch the
Okay.
let's see, Clearly High, House Party. I'm watching all of it, like,
Okay.
and then I'm
Speaking of
coming
that,
up with stuff.
sorry, Payday. Speaking of that, so just to let you guys know, next month Payday is going to come on to my other podcast. It's called Movie Lovers Unite. I'm a co-host on that show. He's going to
Yeah.
go on my segment, Rossie Talks, and we are going to actually review Paid in Full for you guys. So you'll be seeing Payday with me in about a month, a few weeks actually, and we're going to review that. I can't wait for us to review that and talk to you about Paid in Full. So that will be coming. Um, super movie buff. Do you like a comedy? Are you a comedy buff? Do you?
Yeah, I'm man. Mike Epps. Mike Epps is
Yes,
one funny
yes,
dude. But if I could go back, I'm gonna go Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac,
yes.
Martin,
Oh my God.
Bill Bellamy. If you listen to one of my old, I forgot what album I had it on. Was it Energy Over Envy or something other than two? I don't know, but I sampled Bill Bellamy, one of his comedy jokes. He was like, I flipped through the blind and I'm looking, where's the booty? The booty is right.
Dude, I used to love Bill Bellamy when he was on Martin Lawrence, the stand up. Remember oh God,
Yeah.
you
That
Def Comedy,
probably.
Def Comedy.
That jam, that
Def Jam,
comedy
Def
jam,
Jam,
yeah.
Def Jam. Yes. When he
Yeah.
was on there, and I remember that's the first time I ever seen Bill Bellamy. And remember, he told the joke about the difference between when a white couple gets pregnant and a black couple gets pregnant, and him telling, the he's talking about the white couple, and the woman's like, "Hey, we're expecting," and the what guy's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!" And then with the black couple, he's like, "I'm pregnant."
Yeah.
Nigga, you need a job. And it was so funny the way that he did that. It was the funniest,
He did
funniest
that.
thing.
He did that.
Yeah, he
But
did. Yes, yes,
but
yes,
like,
absolutely.
man,
What do you think about Cat
he's
Williams?
the Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams hella funny too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I think what was it? The one that he did back in '09 when he came out. That's when he was supposed to be a part of Dipset. He got his, he had the belt and
Jim
everything.
Carrey?
He had the green jacket on. And that was the first time I saw him. I think that's the first time a lot of us saw his like stand up, like really huge stand up
Yeah.
in '09. But I've never, up until that point, found somebody as funny as him that's naturally freaking funny. I mean, who has a comedy show where you laugh from the beginning of the joke through the end of the show? The whole show was
R.I.P.
brings
Bernie
little
Mac.
John. Yes.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac. I'm gonna say Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you niggas.
I I absolutely love him. I love comedy, love to laugh. Of course, Richard Pryor, and I really wanted Mike Epps to do that Richard Pryor movie. I don't know
I
if it's
thought
still
he
in.
was.
I would love for it to be still because he'd be perfect. Remember, he was
He
supposed to play
perfect.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out.
I hope
I think
so.
it's gonna come out.
I
And
really, really
you
hope
know,
so.
another comedian that they're sleeping on is Afron Crockett.
Who's that?
He could sound like Jay Z, DMX, Ari Spears.
Really?
Look him up. Oh, he's on the movie with Marlon Wayne, the haunted house. It was like you got a ghost.
No, you know what? It probably, I probably don't recognize the name, but if I saw him, I would be like, okay, I know who you're talking about. Another funny
Yeah,
one, Ari Spears. Ari
yeah, Ari
Spears.
Spears.
Oh my gosh, Ari Spears. Look at that Shaq special he did when he imitated Jay Z and the doing the chapstick and then throwing it out because his lips.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Hilarious.
funny, funniest voices. Lil Nate, all of that. So let me ask you
Yeah,
one of well, we'll ask you two final questions. Um, one of them is, we were talking about Sacramento music from the Bay Area music and just basically West Coast. I remember you said it's just a West Coast. Is we're all from the same area.
yeah.
What do you think needs to change, or do you feel like there's changes that's going on in Sacramento for at least the rappers? Because I know there's a lot of politics that we discussed. Do you still feel like it's still a lot of politicking going on?
It's always gonna be politicking going on, but not as much because
Okay,
a lot of people starting to branch out from that. That's
okay,
what I'm starting to see.
okay. And the last question is, what do you want your legacy to be?
I tried. I did everything I could. I don't
Okay,
want to be. I don't want to be the failure. I don't want to be a disappointment.
I,
I want to be the go getter, like I always been.
and what can we expect from you? I guess there's more questions. What can we expect from you in the coming months, the coming years? What do you have planned for us as far as music?
Like coming month, I'm about to probably drop a project
Okay,
on
okay,
my birthday. Probably I'm gonna drop it on 7/11, and
okay,
it's gonna be called Extravaganza.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you this. I absolutely appreciate you taking time out of your schedule on a Wednesday night to come and sit with me.
I
I'm so
appreciate
happy.
you for giving me the platform.
Absolutely, absolutely. I pray and know that you're going to do great. I wish you all the best. Just to let you know, when that project comes out, let's schedule some time. Anytime, just put it like this, anytime you want to come back, if there's something that you're dropping, whatever, just let me know. We'll make up a studio. We'll have a date. I definitely want to come back and check up on you when that project comes out and for you to come here and drop it here and on
Yeah,
Ross's
definitely.
Clubhouse. I will see you. I'm going to send you the information for us to do the movie review. I love another movie buff. I think this is going to be great. I can't wait to talk to you about Paid in Full, you guys. This is
Yeah.
916 if you're just joining us. And I am Rossie McCree. This is Rossie's Clubhouse. Rossie's Clubhouse is a Sacramento based podcast that focuses on interviews in all areas of entertainment. At least once a month, guys, I bring someone that's outside of the state of California and we want to spotlight them because people are doing their things, I mean,
No,
the
don't even
music
know.
game has changed. And where I'm at, I can reach out and bring those artists to you and just share that love that I have for them and their music with you all. So I appreciate it. You guys, if you haven't, go check out the Matt Barnes interview. That's still up. I believe Black Mark
Yeah.
is out. Just to let you know, Matt Barnes won the Holly Film Shorts Best Documentary Award for
Oh,
Black.
he was directed a movie?
Yeah, he did. He has a documentary. It's called Black Mark, and he actually won the best sports documentary at the Holly Shorts Film Festival, probably a year back. So Black
Hmm.
Mark should be, if it's not out, it should be dropping. You guys go check out that interview with Matt Barnes on Movie Lovers Unite and on Rossie's Clubhouse. You guys, I have a lot of great artists coming. I have the Look Cipher, guys. The Look Cipher. They'll
It
be here in
looks
a few weeks.
like
Okay, they're going to come on the show, and we're going to talk about everything that they're doing, the artists that they have on. Shout out to Hayla V. Hayla, I got to have you back on for the summertime. You guys, Hayla V is just, she's doing her thing. She is a star like she says she is. And we all know her to be a star. Hayla, we already knew. We already knew. Jakari Smith,
Okay.
what's up? You're doing your thing out there. Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you. Caleb Roberts will be here, a young actor here in Sacramento, also a very talented musician, artist. He'll be here in a few weeks. Next week, though, I'll be with Kristen Duff. If you guys remember, Kristen Duff was with me on Movie Lovers Unite, a very young
Mhm.
artist out of, I think she's from Kentucky. Anyway, she had a movie with Eric Roberts, 17 years old, talented actress. Okay, so she'll be here, and so many more. Also, shout out to Brooklyn. This
Mhm.
Zoskrilla. Zoskrilla will be here. Let's see, Thursday, July 10th. Zoskrilla. First time Brooklyn's going to be in the house, guys. I can't wait. This guy,
Okay.
his music is dope as well. Y'all go check out what Zoskrilla is doing in his neighborhood, all right? Thank you, Payday, so much. Don't go anywhere.
Well,
Stay back.
thank you for having me. Bless up. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. You know, hey, this was awesome. It was long overdue, but hey, it was worth the wait for sure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Guys, come on. Like, share, subscribe. Please help the channel grow, you guys. It's a new channel, but please help us
Yeah.
grow. You guys on Good Pods, thank you so much. Rossie Clubhouse came in number one of the week. Let's see, I came in number seven for a monthly podcast for music reviews. You guys are really making me hit that list on Good Pods. Thank you so much for leaving me a 5-star review. I really appreciate it. And we are out, you guys. Oh,
All right.
outro.
The
The
outro.
outro. Let's see, Chilla Tribe Mosey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mosey, for doing my outro music. I really appreciate you. And this is what Mosey did for me. We're out.